What happened in the Cavite Mutiny? 1872, a historic year of two events: Cavite Mutiny and martyrdom of the three priests. Mutiny is a rebellion against authority, comes from an old verb motin which means revolt. Cavite Mutiny, uprising of military personnel of Fort San Felipe on January 20, 1872. Around 200 soldiers and laborers rose up in the belief that it would elevate to a national uprising. The mutiny was unsuccessful, and government soldiers executed many of the participants. Gomborza. The two phases of the 1872 Cavite Mutiny. Spanish accounts of the Cavite Mutiny, Montero's account of the mutiny, and the official report of Governor General Esquerdo on the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. Jose Montero y Vidal, Spanish historian. His account centered on how the event was an attempt in overthrowing the Spanish government in the Philippines. His account on Mutiny was criticized as woefully biased. An excerpt from Montero's account of the Cavite Mutiny. The idea of attaining their independence, it was towards this goal that they started to work, with the powerful assistance of a certain section of the native clergy. Governor Rafael Izquierdo implicated the native clergy who were active in the movement towards secularization of parishes. In a Baez report, he highlighted the attempt to overthrow the Spanish government in the Philippines to install a new hari in the persons of Father Burgos and Zamora. According to Izquierdo, the native clergy attracted supporters by giving them charismatic assurance that their fight will not fail because they had God's support, aside from promises of lofty rewards such as employment, wealth, and ranks in the army. In the Spaniards' accounts, the mutiny was premeditated and a part of a big conspiracy among educated leaders, mestizos, lawyers, and residents of Manila and Cavite. They allegedly planned to liquidate high-ranking Spanish officers, then kill friars. January 20, 1872, the district of Sampaloc celebrated the Feast of the Virgin Loreto. Came with it were some fireworks display. The Cavitinos mistook this as the signal to commence with the attack. As a result, the leaders of the plot were killed. Father Mariano Gomez, Father Jose Borgas, and Father Jacinto Zamora were tried by a court martial and sentenced to be executed. On February 17, 1872, the Gomborzo were executed by Garrote in public to serve as a threat to Filipinos never to attempt to fight the Spaniards again. Differing accounts of the events of 1872, Pardo de Tavera's account of the Mutiny and Plaucott's account of the Cavite Mutiny. Dr. Trinidad Hermenegildo Pardo de Tavera, a Filipino scholar and researcher, wrote a Filipino version of the bloody incident in Cavite. According to Pardo de Tavera, the incident was merely a mutiny by Filipino soldiers and laborers of the Cavite arsenal to the dissatisfaction arising from the draconian policies of Esquerdo. Edmond Plaquet, a French writer, complemented Tavera's account and analyzed the motivation of the 1872 Cavite Mutiny. An excerpt from Plaquet's account of the Cavite Mutiny. The arrival in Manila of General Escardo put a sudden end to all dreams of reforms. In the differing accounts, Spanish friars used Cavite Mutiny as a part of a larger conspiracy to cement their dominance. The friars also showcased the mutiny as part of a greater conspiracy in the Philippines by Filipinos to overthrow the Spanish government. Unintentionally, it has resulted in the martyrdom of Gombarza and paved way to the revolution culminating in 1898. Rizal dedicated his second novel, El Filibusterismo, to their memory. I dedicated my work to you as victims of the evil which I undertake to combat. So that will be the end of our discussion.